Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it.
Hey, it's your boy King Nation over Slate. Hey, it's your boy King Nation over Slate and over Chronicle. Now, this request has been out for a minute. It's a hard one to explain and break down. It's really deep. It's a lot of cross paths. I've written down as much as I can about it, and still, I hope I don't miss anything about rushing it. So this is going to get really deep. This is why Scorpio Moon is most powerful in the moon signs. Leo Sun is most powerful in the sun signs. Scorpio Sun, probably the most deficient in the sun sign, versus Leo Moon, the most deficient in the moon signs. So first you have to understand the age of Scorpio.
How many are there?
I hate to say this because my mom's a Scorpio, Scorpio Venus, Scorpio Mercury. The age of Scorpio was based upon a lot of death, a lot of disease, a lot of killing, a lot of dying times. Now, I know you probably saying like going way back then, what does it mean now? Well, just think about it. Scorpio retrograde started Corona. Wow. Started Corona. So once again, the path of the Scorpio Hades was the god of Scorpio, which was a underworld god, which was a person who had deep passion but had a lot of secret. You have to think about really what the symbolization of Scorpio is. And it's going to throw a lot of people off. I know Scorpio is going to take this personal or not. This is what it is. So Scorpios are two symbols. It's a symbol over here and there's a symbol over here. There's a symbol over here and there's a symbol over here. Let's break it down. It really is. Scorpio known as a serpent. A snake. So how would this go good with the moon and the underworld? Well, underneath everything in the dark is where the Scorpio and the snake thrive. When you bring Scorpio to light, that's when people are fearful of them, try to kill them, try to capture them, try to do all these things. Because that's the mechanism of unknowing what it is. How many people really know what snake is off the top, looking at it, who's not an expert and who had to study and do a background check? Not many. The secretive of that animal, you know it's fierce, you know it's scary, you know it can be very silent moving, so you want to run away from it. You want to stay away from that. Brought to light is more vulnerable, easy to kill, easy to locate. Once again, now flipping this, moving to correlation of this, Leo Sun. So Leo Sun is ruled Greek mythology by Apollo. Apollo is the god of light, sun. Now, at first I thought Leo was number one. I was dead wrong. Leo's not numerology number one, it's number 4. But you have to think about this right here. They rule by the sun. The sun represents number 1. That's where things going to get a little tricky at. So represent number 1, and number 1 being the sign of light, and Apollo is the god of light, which represents Leo, which Leo is ruled by sun. The weird connections and stuff, how they go together. So Leo sun is meant to be the vibrantness. A sun is out, you don't have to know it's out. You feel it, you see it, it cannot be ignored. You don't have to do extra stuff like burn people up or force people to say, I'm here, son, I'm here, I'm here. It's just there, and you know it can change the whole environment, the vibrantness to it, the energy to it. It leads your day sometimes. That's what the Leo placements in the forefront do to you. The Venus and the Sun. I've been hit a lot about the Leo Moon. Why Leo Moon is a troublesome spot. We're going to get to that. We're going to really get to that. Switch up Miss Leo now, who can walk around and ain't got to say much. People feel her. You feel the sun. You're embraced by sun. You're motivated by sun. And put a Apollo, a god of light, into the dark.
Show him home. Man, what the fuck is your problem?
In the dark. Let's flip this. Put Scorpio on the sun and let's put Leo in the dark. What happens? Well, first I'm going to break it down from an astrology point of view, a metaphoric, and I'm going to break it down in realistic people so you can see the differences of issues that people have. When you put Leo Moon in the dark, we don't see it. If the sun is covered up by the rain and the clouds, the sun may be there, but we don't see it, we don't feel it, it's not around. So what did that sun that's supposed to motivate us supposed to do in the dark? You don't see us, you don't pay attention to us. It's similar to if a Leo walked in the room with Leo's sun and looks at something, smiles and walk off. We either need to move this, bring it to her or something, because we feel the presence of the Leo. Versus the Leo Moon comes in powerless, don't have your light, don't have anything the Apollo God is known to have, walks around and looks at it like this, we don't notice you. But in your heart, you know you're Apollo. Your inner emotions, you feel like, I am Leo, why don't you notice me? So, in relationship terms, Leo moons lash out.
Long live the king!
Leo moons often have conflicts when they feel as though they are not being respected or felt.
Because they can't be seen in the regular light of the Leo Sun and Leo Venus, women. So they gotta say, look at me, see me, move this. What makes Leo Sun so much better? I'm still Apollo. You're really not when you take away your powers. So that's where Leo Moon has a lot of issue at. The Scorpio Sun had trouble because you are now walking around naked. We can see you, Scorpio, now.
But you have to make space for it to become aligned with that elevated self, like in your heart and your mind. Unclutter your thoughts, stop thinking so much, clear your mind and your heart. You got to let go of the past, let go of emotions. You really have to make space in your heart and mind for beautiful, good things to come in so you can really align with the best you.
I explore darkness. I love depth. And that's what I do. And I think I blame that on my Scorpio moon.
I am the League of Shadow. Theatricality and deception. Powerful agents to the uninitiated. But we are initiated.
Furthermore, even though Cancer is ruled by the moon, is ruled by his emotions, Scorpio